kind of not review, but kind of showing off what happened and what's going on in the new Minecraft Caves and Cliffs update. This is remember, this update's only part one. It's only for like the blocks and the mobs and whatnot. This isn't so much to do with generation. That's part two, which is coming out in winter, which I will also review. But today we got long lineup of blocks and whatnot. So all of this here is like deep slate, polished deep slate, tiled deep slate. Got all like the fences and stairs and slabs and whatnot. This is all going to be found down in the deep dark. Honestly, this block looks absolutely amazing. I cannot wait to see what some of the builders are going to do with things like this. And like all the stone and whatnot, like the more tiled stuff, looks absolutely amazing. But even this, like I'm definitely going to be using this stuff around my nether portal on my solo world, like not on my YouTube world, to make it look a little more dark themed, because honestly this, like making like a dungeon, would look absolutely amazing. Here's all the walls and whatnot. This here is all the copper. So you might notice like this here and this here looks the same. Well, that's because you can actually wax the copper. So copper will decay over time and get like this more greenish look like it does in real life, which is kind of cool because it adds more of like a history aspect to Minecraft almost. So, but if you craft it with, I believe it's either honeycomb or a bottle of honey or something like that. It's a honey object. You can put it on there and wax it, and when it's waxed, it won't decay. So if you don't want your building to decay, you know, it doesn't have to. Here's like the copper blocks, stairs and slabs and whatnot. So this here, you're probably wondering, what in the world is this? So this is actually the new iron. Well, for some reason the copper disappeared. Sorry about that, give me a second. Anyways, the new copper and the new, and it just disappeared again, and the new gold. Anyways, and these also new item frames, these glowing item frames, which are really cool, which you craft with something that I'll show you guys a little later. But this makes it so Fortune is going to work on things like iron and copper and gold and whatnot now. So what's going to happen is it's going to drop the raw, like the raw gold, raw iron, you know, and whatnot. And then I believe you smelt it down. Like you still have to smelt it and whatnot, and then it makes the bars. So Fortune's going to work on iron, copper, and gold, which is really sweet. This is when you take this like and turn it into a block. It's the raw iron ore block. And then here we have the new ores, which look there's a lot of mixed thoughts on these. The new iron I really like, the new gold I really like, the new diamond I absolutely love. They managed to keep it looking like diamond, but still made it look a little more fresh. The lapis is okay. Also, it looks like 3D almost now. Like it looks like it's actually indented and textured, which is cool. The redstone is okay. The coal is okay. Emerald's okay. I wish I wouldn't done these these two big splotches here. This is what the new copper ore looks like, which is really cool. Like it has some of the weathered and some of the not weathered. Yo, where's all these items going? Just pop out of the frame for me, please. That's not what it's called. Then what is it called? Spyglass. So this is a new spyglass. Super freaking cool. You craft it with the new crystals you can get, and you can zoom in really far. Like you can see how like you can hardly see the black stone down there, or not the black stone, the deep slate, and then boom, right there. Super freaking cool. Then this is the deep slate variations of all of these. So you're not gonna be able to find things like deep slate, coal. I think it's coal, iron, and copper. You're not gonna, and emerald. They're just in there for building purposes. Like you go in creative and you want to build and whatnot. Otherwise, they're not obtainable in survival. This is what they'll look like when you're mining on the deep slate levels, which is going to be absolutely amazing. And I would take some time to talk about how the new ore is going to work, but that's kind of boring. But it's going to be a good thing to know. So I heavily recommend you guys look into it, because there's going to be like certain zones where you can only get diamond and gold and lapis that you can't get anything else, and then other ore. areas where you can only get iron and coal and copper, and then other areas where you can only get like lapis redstone and maybe a little bit of diamond and a little iron, you know, stuff like that, which is going to be very important. And the deeper down you go in this new update, the more ore you're going to get, but the more dangerous it's going to be. So here we have the glow squids, which I hate them. Why did you guys not pick the isologer? Why? Ooh, that's interesting. Why was there, whatever. So that's for the glow squids, and then and when you kill them, they drop glow sacks, which I'm pretty sure are used to craft those glow item frames you saw before. This here. Oh my god, why is it like this? This is the axolotl. And they have been proven to be very difficult to work with. They've been driving me crazy. But these little buggers here, I swear, are the cutest things on the face of the planet. Look at these little guys. They're so freaking cute. So what you do, you cannot tame them. Let me get a bucket. You don't tame them, you just chuck them into buckets. Like you literally just take him, boop, and he's in a bucket now. What? It's not letting me keep him in a bucket for some reason. Oh, it's because I'm in the water. That's also a new feature. If you're in the water, it just automatically releases back into the water, which is kind of cool. But these guys you cannot actually tame. What you do is you just put them in the bucket, bring them where you want them to go, and that's that. So what they'll do is they're extremely aggressive towards literally anything in the water. And once they get to low HP, they'll literally play fake dead and then regenerate their health. But I'm sorry, glow squids, but I'm gonna have to show off what these guys can do. And I don't think these guys are ever aggressive towards you. Sorry, I'm gonna have to get you guys back in there, just for testing purposes. Also, okay, so axolotls can be found pretty much anywhere in the ocean, and I believe the caves, like the new caves, which I'll show you. And then glow squids can, I'm pretty sure, also only be found in the caves. So this is the more cliff side of things. So this here is snow. So I'm sure you guys have heard about the new powdered snow, but it's snow that you fall through, and then you get cold, and you can actually die from it, which is really freaking cool. And you can't jump out of it. Like, you have to break it or walk through it. But keep in note, obviously its texture is different, so be very careful of that. And top snow cannot be put over it. But it comes in this little bucket, and you can just place it down. It's going to be really cool to see what traps the Minecraft community makes with this. Should be kind of interesting. So now moving back into caves, these are the dripstone, stalactites, and stalagmites. So the thing with these things, I'm going to actually pop into survival here really quick. These things are extremely dangerous, and when I say extremely dangerous, I mean these things are extremely freaking dangerous. So like you drop on one from here, you know, no big deal. You take half-hearted damage. But they can fall down from this. Oh, I probably should have, give me 1 second, guys. I'm gonna grab a pickaxe quick. Hope I spelled that right. I might have commands turned. No, I don't. Oh well. Anyways, but they can literally just drop down from the sky. This shouldn't take too long to break. Like, they'll just drop randomly. And, like, they'll drop on your head and you'll die. You can also stack them up and make them super tall. And the farther you fall onto them, the more damage you take. So be very, very mindful of where you're dropping in these caves. This is some stuff for the new, like, lush stones and whatnot. Or, not lush stone, dripstone, I believe. No, not dripstone. Yeah, they're called, like, the luscious caves or whatever. This is just some of, like, the rooted dirt and the stuff that forms below it, just hanging roots. I think you can put them on the ground, too. I'm not sure. but they look pretty cool. This is the moss blocks. This is a type of, like, it's not a vine, you can't climb it, but it's just, it kind of glows and it has like a viney texture. This is moss carpeting, which looks pretty cool. These here are one of the things that I've looked forward to the most. These are like dripstone leaves or whatever, but as you can see, when any weight, so like if a player, actually let me grab this, I'm pretty sure it works with items too. So when you drop like items on them or players, yeah, they slide down. So the redstone sorting systems that are going to be done with these is probably just going to be absolutely insane. And the new parkour at these things are going to be capable of are going to be absolutely amazing. So let me just make my way over here. Now there's also a smaller variant which you can't jump or put items on, but it just kind of looks cool. Oh, my bad. And these little, here, let me get rid of these. Ooh, moss breaks really quick. Good to know. These here are like these little powdered, let me get below it. They're like little, I forget what they're called. They're a little pink flower thing, obviously. Actually a big pink flower. And they drop these little spores, which is going to be cool for just kind of like putting them above your house and whatnot. And like if you want to have those green effects or like you're building a greenhouse. And the spores linger around, as you can see. Like there's one like right here. There's some all the way over here. Like they're just kind of all over the place. Like they go literally just all over, which is kind of cool. Moving on next, we have the azalea trees. These are the new trees that'll signal when you're by a lush cave. So this one, I'm pretty sure just means that you're not going to have like a super crazy lush cave. They also break really easy and pick up. You don't need silk touch. You can find full azalea trees, which look like this. They just have oak on the bottom. There's no sapling for it. I just kind of recreated it. It could look a little different. I just wanted to show off the leaves. There's no new wood or anything, unfortunately. But let's face it, you don't need new wood. It's the Caves and Cliffs update, not the forestry update. And then over here, we have the amethyst stuff, which is a new generation of something underground called geodes. So geodes spawn with like an outer shell of, I believe, basalt or whatever you want to call it. Then it's this stuff, tuff, then this calcite stuff, and then it has all this on the inside. So it's got these here, which are the 4 different types of amethysts. You know, obviously you want to break the bigger ones to get more, and like these two I don't think give you anything. These are just the normal ones, but these here are what you do not want to break. I repeat, if you find a geode, do not break this block. This is what farms the amethyst. You break the amethyst off the top of this, then more amethyst will grow on top, which is a really cool way. Also, this is just for the block here, there's no difference. What's going to be really, really cool with this is that, how do I word this? You can still, it's like almost an XP farm in a way, like the mob grinders. It's going to keep players moving around the world and whatnot, which is going to be really cool. I also just realized that I have missed something, so I need to get the new goats, and I'm not in creative. Let me swap over to creative really quick so I can grab this. Well, that's not what I meant to do. So, the new goat is a pain, to say the least. That's not what I wanted to get. I wanted to get the horn. So, these guys will they'll literally just bull rush you. The horn's not in yet? They must have taken the horn feature out. So these guys are extremely vicious and can jump, I believe, up to like 8 blocks. Let me switch into survival quick, and you'll just find out about how vicious they are. And I didn't change the survival. So you just kind of walk around, you know, and give them a little bit. They take a little bit to charge at you. Maybe if I hit one. Yo, man, charge me, one of you. I know we're not in peaceful. They can charge me still. Whoop. Oh, he just jumped up there. That's kind of cool. Get some more in here. I only had 1 egg. You gonna hit me, man? Well, of course, now they're not hitting me. Actually, let me get some blocks. Maybe they have to hit you off of blocks. That's possible. Well, what the hell? Yo, come here, man. Charge me. If I kill him, then I drop the horn. Would appear not. Well, what the heck? Yeah, anyways, what they're supposed to do is charge you, and then they have a chance of dropping a horn. Oh, my bad, guys. Sorry about that. But, and then you use the horns, and then you can blow on the horns, and they make, like, the pillager sound. Like the pillager horn blowing sound. So, there's probably more in here that I've missed. I haven't gone over crafting recipes or anything like that. I'm not going to. But, yeah, if there's anything else in here that I missed, please let me know down in the comments. I'm just going to do one really quick scan over of all this stuff again. But yeah, this update is absolutely amazing looking. It's like this update, like people are I know that some people are actually upset about this update. They're like, "Oh, we don't get new ores and stuff like that," which I guess is understandable, you know. People were wanting new ores. I was too, but you know, oh well. But I guess, you know, what happens happens. But we did get new copper, so I'm not mad at that. So we did technically get a new ore, but not multiple. Which, you know, is whatever, it's okay. Now, what things that I would like to have seen more of in this. I would have liked to see more biomes. Like, it was the cave update. There was supposed to be a bunch of new biomes coming out, but we ended up getting just 3. We got Dripstone Caves, we got the Lush Caves, then we got the Deep Dark. And you know, I understand biomes are a lot to work on, but I was kind of expecting more. Like, maybe, like when you're in the desert, you know, obviously there's already, like, sand and whatnot in the desert caves. But why not new desert blocks, or maybe, like, a chance to find mummies or something like that? Or maybe in the mountains, like, have mines that come out the side, like, mine shafts that come out the sides of the mountains and whatnot. Or, like, you know, just new and fresh biomes, you know? Which, you know, these are, but I was just hoping for more. But I guess, you know, it's still a really cool update. It's going to add a lot of new features. I forgot something. I need the lightning rod. Is the lightning rod in yet? It is, it is. Okay, I got something else I can show you guys. So this thing is really good for, like, wool builds and things like that. I need to turn weather on. But if you have a wool build that burns really easy, then I heavily recommend getting one of these lightning rods. You just make it with copper. But the lightning will strike this instead of the actual, instead of like your wool and whatnot. I'm not sure the range that it works at, and I know if you place it up higher it does better. But it'll make it so the thunder and lightning and whatnot will not strike your, your like wool and, wood builds and stuff like that. Put on thunderstorm, right? Weather, thunderstorm. What? Really? Okay, looks like we're, no, I'm not gonna do that. Oh, there we go! Oh, shit, I had my camera turned away, I missed it. See if we can get it again. There we go! Also, I think lightning has new textures, too, now. Or not new textures, but, like, it can crackle off in different ways now. Which is really cool. Sorry I keep coughing, guys, my bad. Got a little bit of a sore throat. But, yeah, this is the new Caves and Cliffs update. This is, like I said, this is only part 1. Once the new generation and whatnot comes around, I will definitely, like, go around and kind of review that. I know Amethyst geodes are in the game now. I could go look for that, but I'm not going to. But yeah, that's gonna be it. So thank you guys so much for watching. Let me know what you guys think about this update. If there's anything like changed or anything that I missed, please let me know down in the comments. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys later. Make sure to like, subscribe, and most importantly, guys, stay cool. Peace out.